talking about his new book that is being cooked at the moment. Is that the right phrase?
It's being birthed. It is. And it's just, it's with the Unbound Press, and it's a, writer's challenge. And it's just kind of to unearth, the kind of writer within us and just kind of see what comes, which is just beautiful, something that I've never done. And it's like a whole week process of emotions, videos, Zoom calls, Facebook, learning, and everything in between. And it's just magical to be able to do. It really, really is.
Oh, that's fabulous. So, we need to support Kris with his purple feathers. We were talking about feathers, and you will have noticed I found a big purple one just for Kris. And that was really just to get your attention, because we are talking about, well, what have you done? Have you found a feather? Are they important to you? Look, Kris puts them in. Where's the purple one, Kris?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is. It was hiding all the time. So that's what we want to talk about today, because in readings, clairvoyance and mediumship readings, it's really all about trying to get that connection through to spirit. And it happens in all sorts of ways. And often a feather is a symbol of spirit being close or near or wanting to send you a message. And, it's something that we look for, because feathers belong to those birds, don't they? Flying in the sky, it's something that we can't do unless we're in a plane. And they are nearer, I suppose, in terms of history. It's always been that sort of flock of birds that we look to have freedom and flight, and to be able to be nearer to those loved ones who've passed over. So send us your comments here today, and we are going to have a look at those. And also remember that you can share everything all across the world. I do my USA show on a Tuesday. That was spooky last night. I was crying. I actually ended up few tears, only because the spirit sense, the sense of spirit with the gentleman that came through is this lady's grandfather, great-grandfather, and he was in the war and he'd got his medals on, and her daughter had passed over and her daughter had come through, and his grandfather, and it was so powerful. And bearing in mind that she's Oklahoma somewhere in the States, and we're just wanting to show you that happens and that connection is real. And when I talked about her grandfather, it was just overwhelming, because he'd never been able to speak to her before, and he was giving her the message to push on, really keep going, even though she lost her daughter virtually to the day in a horrific car crash only a year ago, young woman. So those are the sorts of powerful experiences that people just don't believe can happen, but they do. And feathers symbolize that. So let us know your stories. Let's see who's here, shall we, Kris?
What a beautiful, beautiful, experience there, Eleanor, for you. And of course, the person that was having the reading. And that's why we do what we do, because it helps people, and why we do this as well. That's why we do it, is to bring you a bit of love, bit of light, upliftment, of course, and talk about things on many channels where they just don't talk about this kind of stuff. Like today, we've got some beautiful feathers. Of course, we're going to be discussing, their meanings, what they are. But in the meantime, before we do that, first of all, before we get on with some readings, remember you can share this to everyone, share this to as many groups, as many people as you can. And more importantly, so we can continue to do this, if you can send stars, guys, as well. You can send those stars right there. And of course, people can send stars again and again and again, and it always helps us as well. So if you could do that, we're forever grateful. You're joining us here. If you can let us know in the comments where you're from as well in the world, because we always love to know, who's watching us, where you are, and of course your time as well, if you can, which is just absolutely amazing. Well, joining us already, we've got the lovely Nicola right there. Hello, Nicola. We've got Charlotte. We've got the lovely Nicola Terzale right there. She says, I haven't found any feathers lately, but I have beautiful bedding curtains and a lovely lamp with feathers in my bedroom. Still there, lovely. Still there. We've got the lovely Joanna right there. Lovely Joanna's put, hi, Eleanor. She put, I asked out loud if the Archangel Michael is looking out for me and asked for a sign. 30 minutes later, I went to the bathroom and caught my reflection in the mirror. I had a feather in my hair and I couldn't believe it. Do you think it was real? Yes, Joanna. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yes. That is amazing.
Isn't it? Yeah. Amazing. And to get those experiences as well, you know, if anyone, you know, if you guys watching this second, if you found a feather, you know, there's an experience with it, please put it in the comments below, because this helps, you know, to lift the vibration, you know, and for me, feathers, working with angels, you know, as I do, is a big thing. You know, if you're going through a difficult time, sometimes, you know, you can just find a feather in the most random place, and you know it's not going to come from a coat or a cushion or anything like that. You know, it's divinely placed. And for me, it's all about faith, and it's all about protection, and you know that the angels are with you. You know, like this feather, this is the one of them that I found. Massive feather, you know, and that is in my house. So that's not come out of, you know, it's not, I can feel angels tickling my nose, but that has not come out of, you know, a cushion or a coat or anything, you know, when it was in the corner of a room as well. So when it was just like, right, I know you're there, you know, and it's just a beautiful sign.
Got to be in your book. That's it. I mean, you've got to write, haven't you? So let's all read that as well. So where you found the feathers, and this is what is so great about building this community as well, with people who are experts in their field, such as Kris with angels, me with mediumship and psychic clairvoyance, and gathering people together, the right people together, and that includes you, to belong really, and to sharing that experience, which is really important. Now, I must tell you about my holistic event and psychic fair, which is coming up. It's not very far away now. It's the 11th of December, Saturday. Great day out. We've got a seance, we've got dancers, we've got soul music, we've got psychometry demonstrations, psychic aura, angel art, we've got that too, and beauty treatments and skin treatments galore. So we're not missing anybody out, and lots of gifts for Christmas too. Now, I am going to do a giveaway, and this is giveaway admission tickets. It's admission, it's £4 each ordinarily, and you can pay for shows and you can have readings and everything else, but this is to be able to access all of the free talks and demonstrations which are running on all day, and they're interesting ones as well, but you need to be actually commenting on here and sending or sharing or sending a star and let me know where you are. We're at Berkhamsted, which is Hertfordshire, home counties. If you can make it on the 11th of December and you're here, then DM me, send me a message, send me your interest, and I will send you a free wristband to get in. Or two. So free admission.
I love that.
Join us on the day. Yeah. And as well, I'll welcome you and show you where we are. We've got a whole range every month. There's a very special psychic fair with me and some great readers every month next year as well. So get on board.
Oh, beautiful. Well, we've got another story there. Lovely Jade said, we get loads of feathers in my front garden and we tend to see many outside my child's school, mostly white and black, white and grey ones. They always seem to follow us around, and they was there on the way to the hospital appointment too, that's just comfort right there, knowing you're being protected, knowing you're being guided straight away. We've got the lovely Stella right there that says hi. Jade said, I'm in London. Nicola said in Gloucestershire as well. And then the lovely Natalia is right there, says hello Eleanor and Kris. Sagittarius here in Boston. Thank you for joining us again, lovely.
Hello Natalia. Well, we'll get on with some meetings in a moment.
And sent some stars as well, so thank you very much for that, guys. If you can send your stars, we're very much appreciated, and you could win you know, you could get into Eleanor's amazing event. So get sending those stars.
Well, all that they've got to do is to say on the comments, I want to go.
Simple.
So, I want to go. That's
there you
all
go.
you say. And then
who wants to go? 11th of December. Of course. You want to go. Well, lovely Natalia, I will pick an angel card for yourself, sweetie. Thank you for joining us again all the way from Boston, darling. And I wonder if you found any angel feathers, sweetie. Let me know. Oh, there we go. We've got a jumper there.
Oh.
And we've got another one here. Wow. So we've got there, darling, self-acceptance, different cards today, then also forgiveness as well. So within that, powerful cards right there. So this is all internal about you. Maybe you've been internally struggling with a decision. You know, first of all, you've got to forgive, to let yourself accept yourself. You know, it's not always as easy to do, but these are things that we, you know, every single person in one way, shape or another, we need to work on at one point in our lives, you know, and sometimes we need to give ourselves a break. We're too hard on ourselves. You know, if things have gone on, they've not worked out, let it go, you know, and ask the angels to be with you to cut those spiritual cords. You know, that's what it's about. Beautiful cards for you. Let me just pick as well, darling. Let's pick a feather. Let's pick a yellow feather.
Communication. She's got to talk to people as you were taking the cards. I got this here. Natalia. This is somebody walking away, being very sort of clandestine about it, you know, cloak and dagger stuff going on. But you've got a surprise or two. The magician coming through. Now look at the yellow that I picked before we had the yellow feather. See how it works? See how it works together? So communication, but the magician, fabulous, positive card. And this is all about unexpected developments.
It's beautiful. Well, thank you for that, lovely. And of course, a yellow feather as well.
Coming through now, Kris.
It's a beautiful. Look at them all. Like the feathers. Absolutely love the feathers. But remember, yellow as well. You know, confidence, joy. You know, really bring that into yourself, Natalia, today as well, lovely. Thanks, lovely. Many people there as well, lovely. We've got
Nicola has asked, did her stars come through? Don't think so yet, but thank you for trying. I could try again.
Nicola, I don't think they come through, sweetie.
Not yet, but I'm going to take your card here, Nicola. This is the world. So, do you know what? You've got big plans, haven't you? And I think here, Nicola, that everything is now beginning to develop for you. I just want to bring spirit in with you as well, because I feel that there's a lady, well, there's two ladies here who are very powerful. They're chatting away, but you know, you're very doubtful about yourself and your own self-confidence, and they don't understand that. So I think this is Jean or Joan. Going to give you that now, Nicola. Do be aware that you have to push forward. You have to push forward in your life and open it up. So big expanse for you. Don't forget that you can gain all the confidence that you want to on your journey. And taking you this card, it's the dragon card here. This is the dragon for wealth for happiness for you, not for money, but for happiness. So you've got the dragon today. Nicola, spirit with you, pushing you forward. Are you worried about Christmas presents? I think she is. I think she's worried about Christmas presents. I think that's what it is. Okay, well,
look at all those hearts. Beautiful. Thank you for sending those hearts and likes as well. Very, very much loved. I absolutely love seeing them all. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But also the lovely, we've got Jody. I think it's, we've got lovely Jody Duff there for you, darling. I've picked out two cards. You've got trust and then signs. So they're big cards for you. So first of all, the signs that you're getting, and I picked out, and you've got the white angel feather as well, you know, which is all about hope, your signs, gratitude, but of course connection with your angels. You know, see the signs, and of course right there, have the trust that they are for you. You know, don't just think it's coincidence. Don't think, oh, it's not for me, it's not in the right place. You know, once you get it, acknowledge it, and then they will get stronger and stronger and stronger. And always say thank you as well to your angels when you see a sign, because it's not easy for them to do it. So of course they're putting things in our way to connect with us, to communicate with us, and you're getting them in bucket loads, lovely. So make sure you say thank you, Jodie.
Fabulous. Joanna has left a really, really nice comment. I've got to read this out to you. I have got the crystal ball here, the rose quartz one, but we'll be looking at that in a moment. But she has said, as gruesome as this sounds, after a very spiritual labour, oh, I'm with you all the way there. I also found a feather in my maternity pants the day my son was born. Wow. How fabulous is that? Not that one. That was amazing. Look, I'm looking at my rose quartz crystal ball. Can you see the blush? A lot of you may have seen my little video about this actually on Facebook. It's a really, really strong crystal. It's about love and romance. So do we have anybody there that is wanting to connect through to maybe somebody they haven't heard from for a while, Kris?
I know, and that's, I think, you know, if anyone is out there, you know, that may be kind of matters of the heart, things like that, you know, maybe wanting to reconnect with someone. And it doesn't always have to be, you know, love relationships. It can be in terms of a friend as well. You know, one thing that happened last night for me, which is a bit strange, I've been a bit more connected this week, I think, because of the book and been doing what I'm doing. But in my dream last night, I saw a person that I've not seen for a while, completely. Usually see all the time walking the dogs. I'm not seeing her. I dreamt about her, and I was like, I need to message her today. So I did. And then I've messaged, and she's not very well, bless her, you know. And I just think, you know, it's one of those things where you kind of will get signs like that. You know, that was my sign to check in, see if she's okay. You know, she's not, unfortunately, but you know what it's all about. That connection, you know, and making that contact, you know, getting back in contact. Maybe that's what you want to do. You know, Eleanor's got that lovely rose quartz crystal ball right there. Rose quartz is the crystal of love. You know, Eleanor doesn't know I've brought this, but I brought the rose quartz angel as well with me.
It's just synchronicity, isn't it? You know,
but this isn't planned, and this is what I love about it. You know, we don't like now really, we just get on, we do, you know, we have an idea, but you know, it's connected, you know, it's spiritually connected, which is beautiful, Eleanor, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, with the dreams as well. If you're wanting to do that, then try and make notes. Like you had a dream the other night or last night, and it's really important to try very, very hard to make notes as to when that dream actually happened, and how easy it is to reconnect as well with your dreams. It's very, very much a good exercise. So if you dream about something, make a note when you wake up in the morning, and then calculate how long it takes for that to happen. So whether somebody's going to contact you, you dream about a person, when you're going to see them next, it's all in the dream. It's fascinating stuff, but I promise you it really does work. So it's a great idea to actually just make that happen for yourself a little bit more, and go forward with that really sort of strong motivation to learn about it, learn about yourself, and that's how spirit are coming in. So do we have? We've got loads of hearts.
We've got loads of hearts, but the lovely Joanna Miller has sent over 200 stars, darling.
Thank you
so much for that, lovely. And for that, let me pick you an angel feather as well, darling. Now I've got blue for you, beautiful color as well, bright blue. But for me, blue is all about communication, inspiration as well, but also psychic ability. So are you wanting to develop yourself? You know, do you want to work on that third eye right there? You know, great meditations. Eleanor's great for that as well, to really open that up in a safe place. The angels as well will help you to really on your path. path, you know, to really find your place where you want to be spiritually, then also with these beautiful angel cards, we've got focus and we've got intention. So I really think this is about development for you. So really putting yourself out there. You know, it's not easy coming out the spiritual closet, but please do. You're held, you know, in spirit. You know, they're always pushing you forward. And of course, the angel are as well. And right there, we've got the lovely focus card for you as well, sweetie. So focus, get yourself in a place where it's just you, where you can be with yourself, your higher self, your spiritual self. And of course, magical things will happen. But thank you for sending those cards. Hope this resonates with you, lovely, and much love and light from me and Eleanor. Beautiful.
Well, we've got Michelle Bryant here. Hello there, Michelle. Hi. Great to welcome you to our show. And I've got you a card. Now, this is the Ten of Pentacles. It's a fabulous card, this one. It's all about the home, isn't it? The home and happiness within it, and also new life as well. But it's supported in that home. So when you have the Ten of Pentacles, Michelle, it is about wanting to make plans to fill your home with people that you love and people that are important to you. But this is also about some good fortune with finances. Money is going to be on your mind, but not because you haven't got any. Maybe you're counting it up and putting it in a safe place. I think that's probably quite important for you. But yeah, it's really positive. So best of luck there.
Oh, I love it. Well, it's all positive. I mean, the energy today is super high. Lovely Joanna, who I just did the reading for, she thought, thank you. It does resonate. Thank you, darling. We've got the lovely Gretchen Morgan. We've got Stern right there. She said, good morning, just waking up. It's 7:27 a.m. here in New York. Well, good morning.
Good morning, New York. Are you watching my USA show? It's well, it's UK 7 o'clock here on a Tuesday, every Tuesday, and you can watch it live stream. And earlier in the USA, it's 2 o'clock. It's the first show of the week. I open the whole week's show. There we are. And last night was emotional. It was. I was saying to you guys earlier that when Spirit came through, and this was a daughter who'd passed, and a sad story, but a really joyous outcome, because she wasn't really meant to be here for very long anyway, an old soul. And now she's connected with her spiritual family, come through to her mother. So we did have a few tears. It was very powerful. And that's what we want to bring through. And that's what happens in private readings with me on a video, just like this, where you can book for a reading and I can see you, you can see me, as you can see both of us here. And you can share in that sort of experience. And people don't realize that it can be that powerful, and you must have the same as well. Because healing and all sorts of spiritual work can be done on Zoom,
It can. The energy, and that's the thing, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, as long as you're accepting of that energy. I see clients here in person, but also, for angel card readings, you can do angelic Reiki, do it over Zoom, and it's still the most beautiful transformational energy. It doesn't matter if you're here in Manchester in the UK and then someone else, is in New York. To have angelic Reiki and healing sent to you, you've got to be accepting of it. It's just energy, but it can be so, so powerful. For anything with Eleanor, remember her website is gracedestiny.com. Everything's on there. For me, it's angelacademyholistics.com if you want to find out a little bit more. But it's just beautiful to be able to offer what we do on a global scale, Eleanor, isn't it?
Yeah, because we reach out to New Zealand and Australia,
yes,
and also America and Canada, and of course Europe and the UK. But it's all of these lovely sort of connections that are at different times. That's why we've chosen lunchtime, really, to be able to build this community. So we want you to come on in and to share with your friends as well. We're going to do a rapid fire section now, which we always do about halfway through the show. Quick messages, just short messages to everybody that we can. So I've got my crystal ball here. You shout out the next one, and then
lovely. And Nicola Kerslake right there, darling.
Okay. Hello, Nicola. things have gone a little bit backwards for you recently, I feel. You're being given love and support from the rose quartz crystal, and this is surrounding you as well. Okay, well, you've chosen the Griffin here. This is a totem card that is offering you spiritual lessons. So I think what you're going through is a reason to have some spiritual endeavor. You can think about that, Nicola, and see what that means to you. And you'll go here, Kris. Let's see who is here now. Oh, can't get them up. There we are.
The lovely. There's Angela right there, darling. We'll do Angela right there. Angela's beautiful. Thank you for joining us today, Angela. Now, I've got a card for you, which is romance. So romance right there, matters of the heart. You know, I think have been on your mind of late, but, you know, don't let it phase you. Feel that you could be looking for the one. Deep down, you're kind of feeling maybe it's right, maybe it's not. Please believe that, you know, it is. Have the confidence to really believe that it is the one for you, sweetie. And of course, if you need any help with that, remember you've got the angels there to help guide you as well. And really, you know, link in with yourself. I always think when people are looking for a partner, you know, if you're busy in your head and you're not connecting with your heart, sometimes it's not maybe the best. But if you're really connecting with those heart vibrations, you know, you'll find the one that really kind of links to your heart. And I feel that's what you want from a relationship. Lovely. So there we go. Beautiful.
Don't forget as well, I want to go. That's what you've got to put in your comments, and then you may get a free ticket. Holistic event, psychic fair, lots of fabulous readers and shows, demonstrations, free talks as well, and free admission if you put I want to go in your comments. That's 11th of December, Saturday, all day, and it's in Berkhamsted, which is near Hemel Hempstead, near Aylesbury, Hertfordshire. Lovely, beautiful market town, worth a visit.
Lovely. Nicola Kerslake has put, I want to go. So all you've got to do. That's all you've got to do.
Fantastic to see you.
How many more people want to go? All you've got to put in the comments is I want to go.
That's it. Yeah. Angela Hutchern, hello there to you. Got a card for you. This is all about some arrows of love coming your way. You are needing it, aren't you? Needing to be loved up. That's what you need. And you're getting it as well from some hidden sources, I have to say. So I feel, Angie, as though you've got some admirers. Do you know that? Perhaps even admirers at work. I think you are being celebrated for your ability. That's interesting. Ask for more money. That's what I would do.
Love some more, definitely. Lovely. Joanna Miller sent 50 more stars. Thank you for that, darling. Really appreciate everyone sending those stars today. The lovely Rodica has joined us for a big hello, and a big hello to you, lovely. And today, just to let you know, we're talking all about feathers, angel feathers, colors, the meanings. And for you, obviously we're doing the quick fire round. I've picked a quick card which is all about friendship. So really, you know, growing your circle, finding like-minded people that respect you, who you are physically, spiritually, emotionally as well, but really linking in to who they are. And of course, you will know the purple feather, lovely. You found loads of them as well. And remember, the purple feather is all about spiritual growth as well, but also, you know, spiritual coincidences. You know, things don't happen just for the sake of it. You know, when something happens, please believe that it is meant to be like that. And purple, of course, for me, is the color of spirit. So, you know, when I meditate, go in, it's there straight away. So beautiful color.
Mind, body, spirit. Fabulous.
It's a lovely color, isn't it? I mean,
it's fabulous. Listen, I've got to read you this one, Kris. It's from Natalia, who is over there in Boston, I think, or New York, somewhere in the States anyway. But what she said about feathers is, so on Monday, shortly after watching a clip for this upcoming episode that would be about feathers, that's me and you. That's being you. I ran an errand, and coming out of the shop, there was a huge white and grey feather awaiting me. Amazing. I've got you this. the high priestess. I know, that's amazing. So Natalia, you are the high priestess today. This is exalted. It's an exalted position indeed, to actually be able to be commended and indicated by Spirit that you could be a seer. What do you think about that, Natalia?
I love that. Well, Natalia, I mean, so white feather, you know, for me completely, I'll get the white one for you, darling. So that's all about, you know, guidance, spirituality, hope, purity. You know, I mean, just look how beautiful and fluffy it is. But of course, you've got the gray feather as well, which is all about faith. And I see magical things happening. So if you have both, you know, really kind of put them together. And did you pick up the feather? Did you bring it with you? You know, I always do that. I have feathers everywhere. They're in my pockets and everything when I find them. And I always give thanks, you know, when I find feathers. So let us know if you did keep it, lovely.
So we've got Kelly Peachy Ruth who is watching, and I've got a card here for you. This one, Knight of Pentacles. This is about an offer, an opportunity for you here, Kelly. I think somebody's about to give you a bit of an olive branch. You know, subtle, it's very subtle, but I think somebody needs to sort of say sorry, or sort of just put you in the picture and perhaps admit that they have taken the credit from you. That's interesting, isn't it? We don't like that very much when somebody else is trying to stamp on you, but you're such a spiritual person, it doesn't really matter. You know, your light is going to shine anyway, but an apology is coming your way.
Oh, beautiful. Well, we've got the lovely Julie Alexander there. Can I please have a card? Yes, you can. I've picked these ones for you, lovely. First of all, you've got ideas and their inspiration as well. And also we've got abundance for you, lovely. So first of all, those ideas and inspiration, you know, try and journal, try and write down your ideas, because they will be very, very big. Are you trying to, you know, maybe create something new business, something around that, you know, write everything down, because it will lead to abundance. Now, not just financial, it will lead to happiness for you. You know, you'll find the right people to support your project. So really put everything down, your intent out there. And of course, together, you can rule the world, basically, lovely. But you.
So we got Gretchen just waking up in New York. So you're here in New York. Well, we're here in London and Manchester in the UK. So I've got my crystal ball here, Gretchen. This is the Rose Sports one. Going to have a quick look in here for you. Now, if you ever get a hold of a sphere like this, then it's really important to try and look through the crystal, because that's what's bringing in the energy and also those images and visions. Don't forget, we talked about dreams. If you have a dream, get a crystal the next day, look through it, see if that face appears, see if there's a symbol or a message that comes through. So Gretchen, what I have here for you, after you've had your coffee, which I know is so important in New York, you need, well, it is, you've got to get going for the day. I will say to you that there's three messages coming to you. I think there will be today. Take notice of them, because they're important opportunities. Let us know next week what they are. You may find a feather on your way to these messages. They're not from Spirit. They're absolutely for you to know that life is speeding up and you've got to get moving. You've got to take advantage of all the possibilities coming your way. Them as well. That's very special for you.
It's beautiful. Well, I love Natalia right there. But in a previous reading, I was told I was gifted, but need to work through some blocks to be open. I'm working on it, just not there yet. Well, Natalia, a great thing to work through those blocks is angelic Reiki. That's what it's for. It's to remove blockages that we can kind of put in ourselves, emotional blockages, past hurts. You know, it just helps us clear everything, so we're a clear channel, so we can receive, so we can work and live our best spiritual life. So that could be a good thing for you. And she put, and I should have picked up the feather, not sure why I didn't. Don't worry about that. Saw it. Feather. Yeah, simple as, you know, you saw it. And I just picked this card for you, darling. This is all about emerging. So for you on your spiritual journey. So, you know, if you think about a flower, opening, you know, it needs water, needs sunlight, you know, needs everything to be able to emerge. Give yourself that space and that time to be able to be your best self spiritually, and go with it. Go with the flow. Don't put too many expectations on things, you know, because everyone does things differently. All right, lovely. But of course, emerging is for you, sweetie. Thank you for joining us, lovely.
I wonder here, Kris, if we can take a special feather for Nicola Kurzek. I just gave her a little reading and said that there were two ladies who come through, and she's replied here, which is fabulous. And she said Jean was my friend's mum, and Joan was a lady I looked after in a nursing home. She certainly loved to talk so much. So that was just a demonstration of mediumship connections, evidence as well, with names coming through. So I think maybe she deserves one or two feathers from Jean and Joan, and that's for Nicola Kerslake.
Oh, lovely, Nicola. Thank you for that, lovely. And the first one that I picked right there is the orange feather for you, sweetie. Wow. Beautiful color, so bright. This one's all about optimism as well. So really believing in things, but also about energy, really souping up your energy, getting it in the most important place that it possibly can. Then also as well about creativity, you know, being creative with yourself, but then also for success. And then on top of that, we've got the white feather as well. Now for this one, spirituality and divine timing right there. You know, everything happens for a reason at the right time. If you're aware of spirit, you work with spirit, you know, you will be aware of that. If you're not, just think things don't just happen for the sake of it. You know, everything's divinely timed and you're in the right place right now where you're supposed to be. But beautiful feathers, darling. You got the orange and then also you've got the pure white one there. Beautiful.
Just reminded me the orange about the orange.
Oh, perfect, Eleanor. Perfect.
Actually, this one's vodka and orange. It's a 70s one. We're going back in time now to the 70s, so it's not really a cocktail. This is what I used to drink then. So cheers, everybody. We'll have a little touch of vodka and orange today.
Yeah, why not?
Beautiful. Well, that's fabulous. You can have a mocktail. It can just be orange.
It can.
Yeah, but we're just spicing it up a bit because we are getting nearer to Christmas and we are in November, those long days in November. So cheers to you. But I want to go put that in the comments in our feathers special here today. And that is for our holistic and psychic fair at Berkhamsted, Hertfordshire, 11th of December. It's a Christmas one, but you'll get to meet me. I'll be doing a live audience as well. There are a maximum of 20 people, and I get you all up and to put your hand on the crystal ball like this one, so you'll be able to see it and touch it. And then I will tell you something about your life and something that is going to happen next. Everybody loves it. They do.
They do. The lovely Joanna Miller before, I don't know if we missed this one, she put I want to go as well.
Oh, Joanna.
Lovely Joanna put that. I remember seeing that as well. And all you need to do in the comments is just put, you know, I want to go. It's as simple as that. You know,
and you get free admission tickets, and that's for all of the shows. It's an all-day event, 9:30 through to 5 o'clock, and there's a seance. Gaz Bailey, she's a trans medium. Now, if anybody doesn't know what that means, it's being able to take on the energy of the spirit that is coming through, as it would do in a seance. But it's spectacular because we're going to have the seance set as you would expect it to in the 1920s. In all those films, so it's going to be a lovely set, and we're really looking forward to that. We've got
epic.
Yeah,
it will be epic.
Experts.
I mean, just get yourselves there. You know, you have to get a plane, get a plane over. It's worth it. It is worth it. Lovely Natalia put a big thank you right there as well. This might be one for you, Eleanor. The lovely Julie Alexander's put a question. I've been told that I am a clairvoyant. I've started to see things that have a ringing in my ears every so often, in different ears, not at the same time. Do you pick up on this also? Thank you. And a big kiss, lovely.
Okay, what was the name?
It is a lovely Julie Alexander.
Hello, Julie Alexander. Yeah, this has been bothering you, hasn't it? It's got to your heart. Okay, so don't be frightened is the first thing that I want to say to you, because I think that's what happens to people, Kris, you know, that they have a sense of, oh, there's a tingling here, I sense spirit in the room, I'm frightened of it, so I'm going to run away, I'm going to think that it's bad and evil and everything. There's never any evil, you know, really, really. You've got to take that from the experts that are here. You're perfectly safe in crossing over that veil and absolutely inviting angel spirit into your world and into your life. Now, I'm going to give you this card here. This is the card of the tiger. And the tiger is reminding you of your personal power and your personal ability to overcome obstacles. So this is what you've got to do. So I think that it's just get rid of the fear. That's what's there first of all. And then practice, 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 practice. Get to go to a group or some sort of community like this now with us, where we can help you and we can reassure you that you're developing in the right way, but you need to practice with other people in real time and really have people there as well. But yes, develop it. It's certainly there for you.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I mean, Julie, as well, you know, for me, I always think, you know, the ringing in your ear, you know, I get it all the time. And it's, you know, a lot of people call it like a download that you get. And sometimes you don't know what it is, why we've got it, but I just always give thanks, you know, and you know, because it blocks everything else out. It's just a really, really high pitched tone, but it is just a download, you know, from angels, from spirit, you know, and just be lucky that we receive them, because it will come out in one way or another, you know, for us to kind of live this world, which is beautiful. Just an update as well. We've got the lovely Nicola Kerslake. She put, I've got to say a big thank you to everyone who wished my dog Coco wishes the other week. We do remember, lovely.
Yeah.
2 lumps. They come back, they're fatty, and 2 were tumors. She got through the op okay and is back to normal. And of course, you know, it's meant so much to her. So beautiful. Wow. Thank you for sharing that update. I mean, that cocktail for you and your pooch.
Yeah, I know. Cheers to that. I know, it's so frightening, isn't it? It's so worrying when we get our pets and animals that may be injured or hurt in any way. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at who else we have here today. I think I've lost my connection.
We've got Paris right there. Paris has just come through. She said, may I have a card? And I've picked these for you, lovely Paris. Thank you for joining us. We've got new beginnings right there, and we've got blessings. So do not be scared of any new opportunities, new chapters that come your way. Please, you know, think about them, but I think just go for them, because blessings are not far behind. Once you take that gulp and think, no, I'm going to do it, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to be bold, you know, go for it, because of course the angels' blessings are just right behind, darling. So a lot of positivity coming right there for you. You know, lap it up, love it, be it, and of course own it. Of course, you've got the angels right behind you as well, but beautiful, you know, optimism right there for yourself, sweetie, as well. Let's pick a quick angel feather, darling, right there. And then orange one again. Absolutely beautiful one for you. Optimism. Perfect card for you, sweetie. Yeah, you know, really just be open to receive, because those new opportunities will come your way. Do not worry about them at all, darling. But thank you very much.
We've got Paris Moon here. Monet, she's a sharer. She's shared. Now, please, here we are, Knight of Wands. So there's an opportunity coming your way with regard to work. I think that you may be wanting to expand your sort of skills. I think it's just learning a lot more and being able to give a different offer. So something else is being developed. Ooh, some secrets and surprises coming your way as well. That's fabulous, isn't it? Really fabulous. So who else have we got now here?
We've got the lovely Angela Hutchin right there. I'll pick an angel card for you, sweetie. So we've got dreams for you, darling, right there. Beautiful card. And of course, you know, this is dreams. Maybe you've had a lot of funky dreams recently, but also turning those dreams into reality. You know, if a dream is just a dream, It is just that. If we don't act on it, we don't put, practice into it, it will just be that and it will go away. I feel that you need to set the foundations for what you want to be and what you want your life to become, because it doesn't have to stay a dream. It can become reality. Write down, journal, get your ideas out there, and of course, ask for your angelic help. Now as well, the red feather for you, lovely, beautiful red feather, of course, passion. But for me, red is all about strength. So you're really owning who you are, owning them dreams. A beautiful color, it's such a strong color as well. So any times when you're kind of thinking, oh, I'm not sure, I'm having a wobble, picture this red feather, because this one is for you, my lovely.
Okay, now Rodica has said, when you find a single purple feather, you will meet your new psychic person, or you will develop a new writing skill. Well, that's it. I mean, we chose purple feathers last week for you, Kris. And what is it that you're doing this week? You're doing a new writing course.
I am. It's just been amazing, to do. And, I do think I got the opportunity to do the course. And, you do say, even me, you do second guess and think, oh, I've got the time and it's a lot of dedication. But I'm just so glad I've done it, because I've met a group of people that I would never have met. And, everyone's completely different and brings something else to the group like this. Every one of you watching right now brings something unique, something special, something beautiful that makes this group extra special. It's lovely.
Okay, now we've got Jade. Jade, she's in London. In London, then I think you've got to say, I want to go and get it, because it's not very far from London. It's just
no, it's not. I want to go. That's all you need to do. And you can go to an amazing fair.
Straight out, A41, and that's Berkhamsted Holistic Fair and Psychic Fair on December the 11th, Saturday. But what Jade has actually put here is, we get loads of feathers in my front garden, and we tend to see many outside my child's school, mostly white and black and white grey ones. They always seem to follow us around. Or are they there when we're on our way to hospital appointments? That's interesting, isn't it? So we've got white, grey and black.
Yes.
Maybe coming in on the way to hospital appointments. And this is the card, actually, that I drew for you, Jade. This is the card of the bat. Very unusual card, this one is. But it's about higher calling. It's another bird with a feather. So the arrival of the bat around you really signifies an omen of change. Pay attention to the signs around you. Those are the feathers that we were just talking about. Now, this indicates for you that there's a transition, and the transition may be a little bit frightening at first, but go with it. Just try hard to think, okay, I'm not going to worry, I'm just going to go with it. And it's a higher calling. So I feel that there's a psychic level that you're about to reach. So maybe what do you think about those feathers then? Hospital appointments, grey, white and black feathers. What's your
well, black I always see for protection as well, black with big things. So you think black and grey kind of together, you've got the protection, but then you've also got the guidance as well, and the comfort. So it's really all about protection right there, and knowing you will be okay. Those are the main things. But whenever you do find a feather, if you can, always remember to pick it up and then bring it with you, and always say thank you as well, because it is a gift. And usually when we do find feathers, you don't find them all the time as well, but when we do, we might be going through something where we need a little bit more faith, a little bit more hope, around a situation, which is, a big thing really. And to find that, for me as well, it's been a huge comfort throughout my life. So you just kind of, you get that nudge. Yes, it'll be all right. I'll be okay. Or, I'm on the right path. I'm meant to be doing what I'm meant to be doing, I know,
it's really special, isn't it? We've got Natasha Hanbury here to follow our anniversary. Well, that's nice. Hello.
Oh, lovely.
And any messages, please? Well, I've just got my rose quartz crystal, which I've picked up. I feel that there's a helping hand coming your way. There's a hand towards you. I can see this here in the crystal. I'm looking through it now for you. Of course, with it being rose and quartz, it's very protective. So I think this is protect your heart and heal your heart. That's what I want to say. So reach out to somebody who perhaps has hurt your feelings recently. They didn't mean to do it, but sometimes people say some cruel things, don't they? And I think it's just reconciliation, getting things back on an even keel, not falling out anymore. There we are. That's for you. I hope that helps.
A lot of healing, beautiful crystal to do that with as well, because you know rose quartz is, you know, the mother of love crystal. You can't get a better crystal to help heal rifts and things like that. We've had the lovely Zan Alec right there. She says, hey, big hello to everyone. Hello. Big hello to you, lovely, that's just joined us. Lovely Faye has joined us as well. She said a big hello, another big hello. But then also the lovely Julie Alexander said she would also like to know what the ringing in the ear could be. And also the lovely Nicholas said, you know, how do we get to know what it is? Well, like I said before, I always see the ringing as a download from spirit, from the angels. And you know,
stop, isn't it? Stop, listen.
Yeah,
Stop.
really. I mean, like when it's happening, try and be aware maybe of where you are, your situation, if you're around people, you know, if it just carries on, just let it be. And then once it has, you know, later on that day or the next day, you know, go and call for it. If you've got time to sit, be quiet, try and meditate and try and work out what it was. You know, maybe it was someone trying to get through. You know, I just always give thanks for it, because even me, I don't always know what it is. Or sometimes I'm doing something completely different. And then it'll happen. I know it's happened. I give thanks, and then I carry on. But just being in that moment, that all that matters is that download, which it's funny because it just blocks out everything else. You just hear the high-pitched tone, which is really, really cool. But yeah, but be thankful that you're getting that as well, because it just shows you're connected as well.
Yeah, and it's sort of blocking out the conscious thought. I would describe it like that as well for you, that we have a subconscious and a conscious self and a higher self. And when you work in this sort of field, then you have to block off a lot of the time from that conscious energy. So what you would rationally think, what you would reasonably conclude doesn't matter anymore. You've got to say what your subconscious is talking about. So when this noise comes in, sometimes, you know, it can be a headache as well. Sometimes it can be even worse. It can be, you know, you needing to sleep. So when that happens, it is the subconscious talking to you. So you need to listen.
Definitely do. And I think it's important to do that. You know, as you know, spiritual people, we're humans, we live in busy lives, but just having that space to be quiet, to reconnect. You know, if people are going through things, if you're going through something right now, you know, that's sometimes when you can find the biggest hope. You know, being in those moments, and then to receive the guidance, you can find resolutions, you can find ways to get through things, coping mechanism as well. You know, even not for you, if you know anyone that's going through a difficult time at the moment, you know, it's always good just to be, and just to be quiet as well.
Just bringing in this card, not particularly for you, but for everybody. This is the dove. It's another bird. We're here with feathers today from the birds, and there's the peace. It's pot of peace. So we like to show you these visuals so that you can perhaps look at them and take that visual in, particularly the feathers today, because we've never used that before. So that's really nice. It brings in the different colours of the chakra, and the purple colour is the one that we're using today mostly, because this is the indigo of mind, body and spirit. It's the coming together of all of it. So it makes us more of a spiritual being. Not that we're going to lose the plot. It's not about that. It's really about just being aware on various different levels of consciousness. That's what it is. So shall we have some I want to go?
There we go. So the lovely Joanna Miller put, I'm so sorry my phone battery just died, didn't just leave. Oh darling, don't worry, the most important thing is that you're back. Thank you for coming back. She put, how do you listen though? Don't hear a voice, just a ringing noise. How do you interpret what has been said? Thank you. So darling, it's a knowing rather than just, you know, sometimes a voice speaking to you. You know, it'd be amazing, you know, if that would be sometimes, but you know, we've got to work on it. It's all about senses and feelings, and you really picking up and working on that psychic self with that, and then really going into yourself deeply. So if you can meditate on that, be quiet, ask your angels to be around you, and then just try and work out what that message is. See what comes to you, from that message. And then after, write it down as well. It comes to people in many different ways. It could reveal itself into a dream. It could reveal itself into be protection for something that you're going to go through. There's many different reasons why the downloads come in, but the kind of, for me, it's all about coping, but then also about spiritually evolving while I'm here on earth. That's how I see it.
Fantastic. And how we can help others as well. So let's have a look and see if we've got any more cards. I've got the elephant here, which I think is going to be for strength. Strength is the elephant. Lovely animal card. And I think that that's really out there for everybody today. Taking that strength forward, being patient with yourself, and also being able to withstand some of this November turbulence that we get. It's a very hard month, November, and it's one where we need to support each other. It's very, very short days, long nights, lots of cold and sort of topical things, a lot of turbulence around in the news and perhaps in your own circumstances as well. But a perfect time to do some meditation, to regain some strength. And this is call on your elephant spirit animal when you need it. So that's your totem here for today as well. The elephant for strength and memories that are strong, and feathers as well. The purple.
Well, that's beautiful. Feather. Well, before we came on, Eleanor, I picked a card as well, and it was trust. That's for every single person, watching, people watching on the replay as well. Trust is such an important thing, not only in spiritual work, but trusting ourselves in every decision we make, going forward from now. It's such a big thing. And of course, to really trust in what we do, who we are, what we own, we've got to learn to trust. So really remember that and take that with you, because it is such a big thing. And of course, it's something that we don't do all the time. So remember and take trust with you today.
So trust and keep strong. And we're going to see you next week, Wednesday, same time. And we're going to see how many people have said, yes, we want to go, and how many free tickets have been issued for the holistic fair. And let us know if anybody else has been to one. Have you been to a big exhibition? And what's your experience been? What do you enjoy? And that's what we're going to talk about next week.
Definitely.
So, psychic fairs and holistic events. Well,
amazing. Well, for anything as well, for the little bit Eleanor Grace, for anything, readings, of course, to book the events, go to gracedestiny.com. For me, to book readings, healing as well, go to angelacademyholistics.com. Of course, we've got the lovely cocktail as well. Next week, we might bring in, maybe a little bit of how angel spirits maybe connect with us, because it's been a hot topic today. It's great to kind of debunk all these things and hear your experiences. So make sure you join us both, same time, same place next week.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Cheers.